So, whenever you're ready, go ahead.
All right, I'm Jim here with Shwayze just after the show. It was a great little show.
Thank you, sir.
First question for you, I guess, is what interested you in starting in music?
You know, it was one of those things that just kind of happened, I guess, accidentally. I think my first encounter with music was my grandma always would, rock all these cool old Motown songs when I was a kid, you know? I moved with my grandparents when I was 5 and I moved to Malibu. So it was kind of a culture shock and a musically culture shock too, you know what I mean? Because she would play all these cool oldies and I guess that was the first time I really fell in love with it. And the first time I started making music wasn't until, I guess, middle school.
Oh, wow.
And I would just start writing songs to girls and writing letters to girls, and it kind of progressed. I kind of linked up with a guitar player, and, you know, it wasn't really planned out, but I guess it was always in me. And then, you know, years later, I linked up with Cisco Adler, and we started doing our group, and now I'm doing my own thing. Just dropped an EP yesterday, actually.
Yeah. You were saying it was called Shwayze and Confused, right?
Shwayze and Confused, yeah.
How was working by yourself for once?
It was really cool, man. You know, I've always worked by myself, like, in different parts of my career. So, like, even when I was at Cisco, I'd go home and write different verses, or even when I was, like, you know, promoting and doing all these things, like, there's different parts that I've done solo, but to be completely solo from, you know, inception all the way to, like, music release, it was definitely a really cool experience, man, and a lot of hard work, you know. I started my own label called Feel Good Music.
Nice.
So, just having a really, really fun time and touring, you know, touring around the world, really, and just having fun making music. There's nothing better.
Absolutely. Now, in some of your other previous albums, I know you collaborated with other artists.
Yeah.
Is any chance you can tell me what that's like?
Collaborating with different people?
Yeah.
It's great. It's cool, man, because it's like sometimes you'll make a song and you're like, oh, I really hear Kendrick Lamar on this, or I really hear someone, and just being able to reach out to them and, you know, people being down, it's like the best, it's the coolest thing. And also to have someone else add their little feel to whatever you're doing. So I love collaborating, man. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Do you plan on going on much longer of a tour after releasing your new EP?
Yes, so I plan on going on tour pretty soon. First, I'm gonna do like a really cool local tour because I haven't toured for a while. You know, like I did the Island in the Sun record with my man Cisco, and then we went on tour with Slightly Stupid, not this last summer, but the summer before.
Okay.
So since then, I've been kind of chilling, figuring out like what my new sound was gonna be. So now I moved to New York. I got a place in New York, and I've been making a lot of music in New York. So that's where the whole Shwayze to Confused was created.
All right.
And I'm just about to, now I'm conceptualizing the tour and doing all that now. I'm doing tons of one-offs, so tons of college dates, tons of stuff like that. But in January, I'm doing a California tour, just all California beaches.
Nice.
It's gonna be called Life's a Beach Tour.
All right.
And then after that, in January, February, myself, Sky Blue of LMFAO, and some of our friends, we're planning a tour now.
All right.
So look out for that.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So we just had the presidential election here recently.
Yeah.
You got any messages you'd like to send out?
I think that the youth is such an important part of, like, you know, the elections, and I think that we have to get as involved as possible.
Absolutely.
But basically, I'm happy how it turned out. I really hope that Obama can really turn our financial crisis around, because we really are in debt, and I like to see America get on its own feet. You know.
All right.
Yeah.
What exactly inspires you to write a song?
Man, I mean, I guess it's really just, it sounds so cliche, but anything and everything, really, because once you write so many songs, like, that's the whole concept. When you write, you want to write tons of them and get better and better at it. So then once you write a million songs, you feel like I've written about everything. So then you have to learn to find inspiration off of anything.
Okay.
You know, it's almost like an exercise. Like, I'm going to write a song about, you know, you just write it, and then, so I really find inspiration off anything, but really, to me, I think that my actual experiences are like my biggest muse. You know, I can write stories about things, but and I think that's what fans really like about the Shwayze music, is that I always speak the truth of what things that are either that's going on with me currently, or what has happened to me.
Any of the songs you performed tonight, can you just give the story behind them? Just pick one.
Sure.
So, like, when we show the song, we can have a little story behind it.
Sure. Okay, so West Coast Party. No, Love Is Overrated.
All right.
Love Is Overrated is my new single, actually, off my new EP called Shwayze Confused. And you know, I moved to New York, and that was like the new inspiration for all of my like running around and cool stuff. Love is overrated. People were always like, didn't you just get married? Don't you have a son? Like, what do you mean love is overrated and stuff like that? And really, I think the message of the song is people are so quick to say I love you. Like in the club, you go to the club, you see a hot girl, you hang out with her for a month, I love you, and then she go bones your friend. Like, that's not love. You know what I mean? Like, so stop saying that. And that's really like in tribute to like those like corny, like cheesy nightlife people that are like, I love you, and like they're boning everyone. That's when it gets really overrated. It's just like, you know, it gets more overused more than anything. So, man, if true love is love, and you know that from the get-go, anything else is overrated. Don't overuse the word.
I like it.
Shwayze.com, Shwayze and Confused. Go get it right now.